So what ChatGPT is giving us is that for the low pass filter, it's recommended to set our low pass filter at 70 to 80 hertz. Let's set our low pass filter at 70 hertz.
The bass is hard now. I say I ain't got you for a second. Yeah, she bad, so maybe she won't. But then again, maybe she will. Yeah, do it for the realest.
Today, we're gonna be asking ChatGPT for the best amplifier settings for my sound system. And by the ending of this video, I'll be rating ChatGPT's amplifier settings from a scale from 1 to 10, from how my tweeters are gonna sound, and from how my mid-range speakers are gonna sound, and from how my subwoofers are gonna sound. Let's see if ChatGPT can actually tune a cardio sound system. So make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's jump right into the video. Ow. So for my cardio sound system, I have 4 6.5 mid-range speakers in all my doors. So we'll be asking ChatGPT what's the best amplifier settings for those mid-range speakers. So here I'm gonna type what's the best amplifier settings for 4 6.5s mid-range speakers. Let's see what ChatGPT is gonna give us. There isn't one single best settings, but it depends on your amplifier wiring, where the speakers are used versus home car. But I'll say proven settings for 4 6.5 mid-range speakers, especially for common in cardio. Okay, bet. So number one, the crossover points, which is the most important. It's saying 6.5 mid-range speakers should not play deep bass. So your mid-range speakers should not be playing any deep bass. And the high pass filter should be set at 100 to 150 hertz. Start at 125 hertz. If the speaker distorts, raise it to 140 hertz to 160 hertz. If they're thin, lower slightly 100 hertz. Low pass filter usually are for mid-range speakers. If you needed to reduce the harsh highs, you will have to set your low pass filter at 6 to 8 kilohertz. So what ChatGPT is saying is that we need to set our mid-range speakers at 120 hertz. I do all my tuning off of my external crossover, but if you guys do not have any external crossover or DSP, you guys can also use your amplifier settings and do the exact thing. So we're gonna come on my mid-range speaker channel and set it, do a rough estimation of where 120 hertz will be at. I think it should be around here. So rate is gonna be like 80, 100. So it's gonna be like somewhere on the 3 o'clock mark. So we're gonna just leave my high pass filter at the 3 o'clock mark. And ChatGPT said that we do not need to set our low pass filter. So we're just gonna set our high pass filter at 120 hertz. Let's move on to tweeters now. And I have 2 bullet tweeters installed inside my vehicle. So we'll be asking ChatGPT, what about 2 bullet tweeters? So now it's saying that the crossover points, the high pass filter should be set at a minimum of 3.5 to 4 kilohertz, and the recommended start is at 4.5 to 5,000 kilohertz. Never run bullet tweeters full range or below 3 kilohertz because they will blow very fast. And once again, the low pass filter is going to be turned off. Tweeters plays highs. So now coming along on my tweeter channel here, ChatGPT is saying that we need to set our tweeter high pass filter at a starting point of 5,000 hertz. So I currently have my tweeter set at 8,000 hertz. So let's do a rough estimation of where 5,000 hertz will be at. So we're gonna do a rough estimation of where 250 hertz will be at, and I think it's gonna be around this mark right here. Should be around this mark right here, and then we're gonna multiply it by 20. So 250 hertz times 20 should give us a value of 5,000 hertz. So that is where we're gonna set our high pass filter at for our tweeters. And ChatGPT is saying that we don't need to set our low pass filter. So we already have our tweeters set and our mid-range speakers set. Now let's see about the bass. So now coming on our subwoofers now, we have 2 12-inch Scario EVL subwoofers in a custom-made box that's tuned at 30 hertz. So let's ask ChatGPT what's the best amplifier settings for that. So we're gonna ask ChatGPT, what about two 12-inch subwoofers in a custom box tune at 30 hertz? So what ChatGPT is giving us is that it's recommended to set our low pass filter at 70 to 80 hertz, and then for the subsonic now, it's saying that set subsonic 24 to 28 hertz, and that is pretty accurate to say that this is AI. The subsonic filter to be set for my subwoofers is correct. My subwoofers plays down to a frequency of 25 hertz, and that is what AI is recommended. So the AI is pretty accurate. So coming over on my subwoofer channel on my crossover for my subwoofers, ChatGPT is recommended for us to set our low pass filter at 70 hertz to 80 hertz. I usually set my low pass filter at 60 hertz. That's the most accurate low pass settings for my subwoofers. It sounds really nice at 60 hertz, but let's set our low pass filter at 70 hertz for this test. And then for our subsonic now, we do not have any subsonic filter. We can use it on the amplifier. And also ChatGPT wanted us to turn off bass boost. And that is the settings ChatGPT is recommended for us. Now let's see how it sounds on my sound system. Let's go. So here we go, guys. For this test, we'll be playing this song, which is called She Will by Lil Wayne. We'll be turning up my volume to about 3/4 out of the max volume. And let's see how ChatGPT does. We're gonna be starting off with our mids and highs. I have my bass off for now. Throughout the song, we'll be turning on my bass to see how everything sounds. But for right now, let's test the mids and highs. So here we go. Here we go.
Now down, pop that for real. I already know that life is deep, but I still dig up.
Hey, it's really loud.
Careless. I'm in Hell's Kitchen with an apron in a headnet. The Lord is my witness, so on my Libra scale, I'm weighing sins.
Sounded really good. For what it is.
Like a hula hoop. Karma is up, just make sure that beautiful. With my feet, I tried to pay attention, but attention paid me. Haters can't see. And today I went shopping.
Yeah, sounded really nice.
Drum set, I've been at the top for a while and I ain't jumped yet. Big Charles to the board, this I jump up on that, do a full split.
These are really nice for like 6.5 speakers, guys. It sounds really nice, bro. Nice and loud.
Yeah. Do it for the realest, in the game right now. She will. Do it for the realest, in the game right now. She will. Baby for the money.
Hell yeah, guys. That thing is sounding really nice, bro. So let me just drive my vehicle out the yard. I don't really want to turn on my bass to disturb my neighbors. So I'm gonna just drive out my vehicle out the yard a bit so that we can get a bit of a distance. So let's see how the bass sounds now. So let's go. The bass is on now.
Yeah, she bad, so maybe she won't. But then again, maybe she will. Yeah, will. Yeah, do it for the realest, in the game right now. She will.
Hell yeah, bro.
Baby, you know the deal. She bad.
Hell yeah, bro. Woo, the lows. Hell yeah, bro. Everything is sounding really nice, guys. ChatGPT did its thing, bro. ChatGPT did its thing. That's the song.
Right now, she will do it for the realest in the game right now. She will.
Hell yeah, bro. ChatGPT did its thing, bro. Look at this, bro. Hell yeah, bro. ChatGPT, bro. The bass sound really loud, bro.
For the realest in the game right now. She will.
ChatGPT did its thing, bro. W, bro. AI, bro. AI. W's. So let's get it, guys. AI did its thing, bro. I would have to rate ChatGPT's amplifier settings from a scale from 8 out of 10. Like, it's really solid, bro. My mids were sounding really nice. I can still hear a bit of mid bass coming out of the mid-range speakers. And for my subwoofers, they were performing really nice, bro. The sound quality coming out of the subwoofers were really nice. The only thing I didn't like is my tweeter. I didn't like how my tweeter were sounded. My tweeter sounded a bit more better when my high pass filter were being set at 8,000 hertz instead of 5,000 hertz. That's the only thing I really didn't like about my tweeter. It sounded a lot more better at the 8,000 hertz. So, I mean, the settings are solid, guys. The settings are solid, bro. ChatGPT AI is really smart and really powerful. And I would have to say for the beginners, if y'all are struggling with your sound system and you guys need help and you guys don't have anybody to ask, you guys can talk to AI. AI is really helpful. I'm gonna rock with these settings for the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, and let me know what y'all think about the AI settings. Let me know if y'all would try out the AI settings. So I'll be catching y'all in my next video. Love y'all, guys. Peace.